going on? Why is that doing that? I know I have an echo from heck, and I don't know why. Check, check, and still got it. Well, apparently I wasn't ready to go live, was I? Let's see here. Filters. Advanced audio properties. There we go. Ah, that's why. Check, check. Okay, that's done. That's fixed. Sorry about that. Thank you, Sherry. Appreciate you letting me know about that. I am so sorry. I hope your eardrums are left. Oh, man. All right. For those who were listening, I hope I didn't blow your eardrums out too badly, or phone speakers, or whatever the case may be. Can you hear me? Yes, perfect. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So, yeah, it was absolutely amazing. I just cannot tell you how much I enjoyed it. The first day was really fun. Scarab showed up. I got to meet with him, hang out with him all that evening. Really cool guy. I mean, really cool. It was really fun to be able to talk to him face to face and just share. You know what I mean? Just being around somebody else like us. It was really fun. That was the day before the conference. Chris Sinatra showed up. He's a blast. That guy is so down to earth. Hey, Patrick. Glad to see you, bud. Yeah, Chris Sinatra, that guy's amazing. I mean, absolutely amazing. Everybody was. Everybody, it was such a perfect number of people that came. It was less than I would have liked. If it was up to me, the whole community would be there, of course. But it really was. It was amazing. I really enjoyed the one-on-one conversations that I got to have with people. Every night I end up staying up to 4 in the morning, just sitting in the lobby of the first hotel we were going to be at, and just enjoying the conversation. It was so much fun. It's so hard to explain. Like I said, the emotion, the energy. Yeah, exactly, Sherry. Somehow you were all there. In spirit, definitely. You were on everybody's mind. Every one of you guys were. The whole community was on everyone's mind. I guarantee you that. It's just been, oh my God, an incredible experience. And to have somebody like HBO show up, that was really fun. And it's saying we got low video output. I apologize if I'm buffering, if you can even hear me right now. Yeah, having HBO there, that was so fun. They're really good guys. I've worked with different film crews and whatnot, and I've witnessed different film things over the years. And this was good. I gotta say, this was good. I can't say much, of course. And I can't wait to see the final product. But I really feel that it's not going to harm us in any way as a community. Also, everything, yeah, me too, but they're going to do a great job. They're going to do a great job. I have to believe that. And if we all believe that, that's what will happen. So, that's the way I see it. They're going to do a great job. I wish you guys could have made it out here too, Patrick. I wish the whole community could have been here. I really do. Like, sincerely. If it was up to me, every single one of you guys would have been here. What's another? Oh, Eva. Every single night I got to sit and talk with Eva face to face. Once Upon a Timeline. She is great. I mean, the conversation we had, we could have talked another 3 weeks and still not have been done talking. It was just so great to sit and talk with her. She's She's so funny. I mean, absolutely funny. She takes things from a perspective that I find myself not thinking about. She really adds a different perspective to the conversation. A wide variety of ways, too. It was just, like I said, theories or ideas that or concepts when I'm talking about something that I wouldn't have considered at all, but makes so much sense. It was really, really enjoyable talking to her. Oh, she's great. She's absolutely amazing. I mean, every night we talked for hours. Another one that is really, really fun to talk to was Suso. Man, I got to talk to Suso for so long and hang out with him, and I just, it was great. After all the time that we've talked, and when you guys see the interviews me and Suso do over the years, not the ones at the conference, but the ones we've done over the years, that we've done 2 or 3, we talk more after, I think, than we do on the actual interview. We'll spend as long as we did on the interview talking afterwards. Yeah, he's on adventure right now. That's gonna be fun. I don't know what everybody in the community knows. I can't wait for his next video to come out, but he is on a bit of an adventure right now. Disintegral, how you doing, Lee? Great to see you, bud. Man, I really wish you guys could have made it. Oh, everything was also professionally recorded on our side too, except my personal. I can't speak about that. Anyway, most everything was recorded by us, so you know. Anyway, that said, those recordings will be up hopefully within the next 2 months. We're shooting for 1 month, but we're not sure. Cannot guarantee that, so at least 2 months, I would say, to be safe, is how long it would be till the recordings finally hit YouTube, finally edited and ready to go. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you so very much. Sincerely, I really do appreciate that. It was amazing. I mean, there were people that honestly said, I'll be honest, I expected an amateur situation, like an amateur show, and I gotta admit, I even kind of wondered how it was gonna turn out. But everybody said it's the most professional, most wonderful conference they'd been to. Even Cynthia Sue Larson, who's been to dozens of these, said there was something special about this one that was just so much different. I'm under NDA. There are certain rules I have to follow because HBO did show up and do some filming and whatnot. I am under NDA about certain things until such time that the show comes out. So that's the only issue about. I have to be careful on certain lines of speaking. I did sign a government binding legal document, so yeah, there's that. That aside, I can say a lot more once everything is aired, once it gets closer to air time. Once I find out more details, I'll be allowed to say more. But I must be careful with what information I release right now. Government binding, yeah, in other words, federally binding. That's government binding. Any contract signed between 2 parties under legal status is government binding or legally binding. Federally binding. However many different words you want to throw in there. Lord knows they've got a plethora just for that. But yeah, we did, like I said, we recorded everything. We will have all of our speeches and intros and everything on YouTube. I think it's a great thing. I think it's an absolutely wonderful thing. And everybody I spoke to from that organization was very affected. They really were. I think they're going to do a great job. I have faith in them. And if everybody believes they're going to do a great job, you know how consciousness affects reality, guys. That's all you got to do. If you're worried about it, somebody tries to convince you it's a bad thing, don't listen. It's a great thing. It's going to be a good thing. We're putting the word out even more, about the truth. The fact that that big of a company is even interested in such a topic is gargantuan. Period. The fact they're even willing to speak about it on their channel, that's huge. Think of where we began. I mean, come on, a cable network that size to even bring the topic to light at all? That's gargantuan. Let alone the movie that's releasing video on demand. So, in my opinion, it's going to be a great thing. It's going to be an absolutely wonderful thing. It's going to wake more and more people up. It's going to at least show people that, number one, you're not alone, and number two, there are others that are here if you want to talk. There's a community already built. If you start to see this happening in your life, there are those that are already dealing with this. Because this is going to become more and more mainstream. I really believe every single person is affected. A lot of them either don't know it or refuse to admit it. That's my personal opinion, but I don't think there's just a group of us. I'm really starting to wonder if it is. I wonder if half the people just aren't denying it and the other half are too scared to care. It's good to go mainstream, but somehow if we go that way, they're going to... No, I don't think so. It's going to get a little muddier maybe, but I don't think... No. I disagree. At least I hope. Look what happened in the UFO community. I've used that example a lot. The UFO community has went mainstream years ago. And yes, they were ridiculed. They had their time. But now, they're being vindicated by both the government and the media. So, so I really think if this goes mainstream enough, it will force science to come out and say, okay, look, here's some reasons why this might be happening. We can seriously take this and look at it now. We've passed that 1%. We really have. We've passed the 100th monkey. People see something is wrong, and it's growing every day. Like I said, even the ones that were sent down to our conference, people that I'd never met, this whole community hadn't met, even they see something's wrong. There are a lot of them that affected them. I mean, a lot of them. There were some that had just learned about it a couple days in advance and were like, oh my goodness. Talking to those guys was great. And to have them in a room full of us and to be able to explain, look, here's what might be going on. Here's how we've been dealing with it. It was great to see. And something else that I've seen across this entire weekend that, oh my God, I can't even begin to list the number of synchronicities that happen right in front of my eyes. I mean, so blatant that it's wow. And it's just one after another, after another, after another with all these different people. There was even a case of bilocation. I'm going to repeat that. There was actually a case of bilocation that happened. One lady, well, there are two ladies that are staying at this particular hotel. And at one particular morning, one of them gets up, goes to breakfast, her and her son, and come out, and they speak to the other lady, stand and have a full conversation with the lady. Good 20, 30-minute conversation, they part ways. Later on the evening at the conference, they're standing in front of a couple other of us, and they're discussing, and one of them said, well, it's so good to see you this morning and talk to you. I really enjoyed that. The other one got a strange look on her face. She said, I wasn't feeling good today. I never came out of my room. The conversation never happened for one, but for the lady and her son, it totally happened. That was wild. If Photo Helix was there, the whole conversation would have just been, conference would have just been him talking. He has so much to say. Nothing against Photo Helix. If you watch this, I'm not talking bad about you. You just got a lot to say. Let's be honest, you got a lot to say, and you like saying it, and I don't blame you. I do too. I'm the same way. Just hosting the thing, I can't wait till you guys see everything, see me hosting, see all our speakers. I mean, the speakers were amazing. I mean, amazing. The talks I heard, the stuff I learned this weekend was incredible. Just absolutely incredible. I can't even begin. Again, the talks will be up. You guys will all be able to hear all that yourselves but I cannot even begin to explain to you all the stuff I learned. New information of let's try that again. New information of science and physics and quantum physics and oh my goodness. So much information that I thought I knew, and new information coming out every day. I learned so much from all these wonderful people. And again, just being able to talk face to face with so many fellow affected. To see the synchronicities. Here's a great synchronicity. So when I made the schedule for the event, I had it all made out. I had it, this speaker was going to be this day, and I had everything just the way I liked it. And I went ahead and wrote my intros, and I wrote my intros not based on anything as far as who was speaking. I was just trying to put certain information into my intro each day. And I wasn't even trying to follow a pattern or a theme. I'll be honest with you. When I wrote them, I was just trying to come up with something to say that would be fitting for an introduction of the day. I had 30 minutes to fill, and I had to fill it with something. So I was just writing from my experiences and thus like that. Nothing was planned, and this is important in a minute. So roughly 2 weeks before we started, all my speakers come to me, or at least half of them, not all of them, about half of them come to me and said, look, we've decided we'd like to switch up the schedule. Here's how we would like to do it. So I went and I rearranged everything. I presented it to them. They said, oh, wait. No, wait, we want to do this instead. Here's one more change. Let's try this. I said, okay. So I went back and I rearranged the schedule again. Again, this is important. So now it's finally rearranged. Everybody's happy with it. Cool. Nobody knows what my intros are going to be. Nobody knows. Most of them I don't even know. But I've got up to day 2. And I've written all my intros now. And I'm getting ready to present. And I'm walking up to the venue. And it dawns on me. The talks on the second day have a theme. I don't know if they planned that part. I didn't. Maybe that's why they wanted it rearranged a certain way, because they might have had a theme. I don't know. But here's the funny thing. Please remember my soul is in your hands. Okay. Maybe you can explain what you mean. Apparently I missed something here. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. And I think I just lost the topic. Oh, I know exactly what I was saying. So I've got my speeches written. Nobody knows what my speeches are about. Turns out my speech for the second day completely fit the theme of the second day. And I did not know this until I walked up, like I said, was walking up to the venue that second day, right before I went on stage. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here's a story that I have to tell. I'm glad you mentioned manifestation, mate. Here is a story that I absolutely have to tell. I might actually. I honestly might. But, that aside. When I went to get the venue, the second venue, when I had to change venues to accommodate the amount that we had grown to, there was no podium. There was absolutely no podium. And I asked them, do you have one that I could use? And they said, no, I'm sorry, we don't have one. We don't plan on getting one. It's not going to happen. Fine. So I start looking all over town. I can't find a podium anywhere. So I've signed the papers. Everything's ready. Chris Sinatra showed up. His crew. There were about 3 of them together. They were absolutely amazing. I made some wonderful friends with all of them guys. But there were all of them, myself, and that was it. And we went to start setting up the room the day before the conference. Just kind of take a look at it. We ended up setting it up. That wasn't the plan. But so I walk in the room. You know, we're looking around. And I lean my arm. And I'm just standing there. And I start talking, and it dawns on me, and I look down where I've leaned my arm onto. I've leaned my arm onto a podium. Oh my God. So I said, oh my God, you guys got a podium. The lady looks at me and said, yeah, we literally just put it together this morning for you guys. Oh my goodness. I was tripping for weeks wondering how in the world I was ever going to get a podium. Had no idea. And I was really worried that all the papers I was going to have and stuff, and just, I didn't know how it was going to be set up. I didn't know how I was going to get a podium. I was just really oh my goodness, what am I going to do? I show up and it's there waiting for me. Oh my God. I couldn't believe it. I literally manifested the podium. I was mind boggled, and I walked right in, put my arm on it, leaned on it the whole 9 yards, didn't even realize it. Didn't even realize what I was doing. He's got a crew, so it was his girlfriend and his roommate and himself. So the whole crew of them, all three of them. Plus there was the camera crew, the professional camera crew that did record everything. And the microphone, that was even better. The lapel mics were worn by speakers, so the audio was directly into the camera. So that audio is going to be so clean and wonderful. I was a microphone directly into the camera, so that audio is going to be so clean and great. It's yes, if you build it, that was repeated to me so many times this weekend, because you know how humble I am. Everybody kept thanking me for doing such a wonderful job. Number one, it wasn't me; it was the entire council that put this together. Me and all the speakers, the council we built together that put this together. All I did was have an idea that I threw out there, and it became the most professional conference this community has seen thus far, and it was just absolutely incredible. And people kept quoting to me, if you build it, they will come. And oh my God, did they ever. Did they ever. We even attracted a cable company. Oh my God. It was such a wonderful experience, and I want to thank sincerely all the speakers: Cynthia Sue Larson, Kimberly Lynn Hansen, Chris Sinatra, Shane Robinson, and Lauren Cannell Pavelka. All of you guys, all the volunteers, everybody who helped in the background, the businesses, the Kentwood Lodge, Best Western Kentwood Lodge, Ketchum, Idaho. Everybody that came, that showed up, that is going to watch those later when they get posted. Just sincerely, thank you, everybody. I want to put this on video. Just thank you. You guys made this a smashing success this year, and you have no idea how much I appreciate it. And you've only made next year's event that much more amazing. I hope more and more people are able to come every year. I hope we're able to do just as amazing stuff. I think we've even got a logo that we're going to be carrying through. Cat, Mountain Cat. Another person that was able to come to the conference, and one of our amazing volunteers. We really appreciated all the help there. But yeah, it was just so wonderful. It was so amazing to meet so many amazing, wonderful people. To be able to have such one-on-one conversations. To just... I can't even begin to explain to you guys how wonderful it was. And Eva's show tomorrow night, I'm sure she's going to talk about it too. To be able to sit down with Scarab and Eva and who else did we have that night? Oh, there were so many people. I get Suso and Guy Fawkes and all these people in the same room together. All these community people. It was it was amazing. It was a meeting of the YouTube community video makers, at least a larger majority of them. It was, and the energy. Oh my God. The energy of that event. There was an energy there that was just undeniable. JW said he felt it from the moment he hit the edge of town. It was way outside just the conference room. This energy was all over the town. There was just this magical... Yeah, it was magic. That's exactly what it was. It was absolute magic this whole weekend. This, again, the synchronicities that I watched happen just right in front of me were stacked to the gill. And I wasn't the only one. There were so many that we watched these things play out right in front of us. Things that there was no way we could have any control over. They just lined up so perfectly. Oh, there's so many stories. I wish I had time to tell them all. I wish I had time to remember them all. And even what you're going to see on YouTube is only a small portion of all of the fun. Just the energy, just the magic. And I'm sure you guys can tell on my live streams on the breaks and stuff, the conversations going on and the excitement in the room. There was just this feeling. I had people telling me it was coming through the live stream. I only hope you guys could just really sense that. It was so magical. That's all I can really say. It was just absolutely magical. It was brilliant. It was surreal. That's the one word that I kept saying over and over. Mr. Wilson, yes, Kat nailed that. We're all sitting around the lobby of the hotel and we're talking. And Kat looks at Guy Fawkes and goes, I figured it out. Mr. Wilson, that's who you look like. Oh, it was great. I agree. Mr. Wilson. Absolutely. Oh, man. He's, yeah. Aloha from Washington. Well, aloha from Idaho, my friend Philip Blair. Aloha. Seen you were you over in Pete's tonight? I can't remember. I know I dropped in for a minute. I was kind of listening in the background more so. I don't do a lot of chatting over there, more so listening. Once they get going, I just like to listen to them go. But aloha, Philip. Good to see you, my friend. Oh, was it Sherry? Maybe it was Sherry. Okay. Anyway, it was funny. Either way it goes. I thought it was you. Maybe it was Sherry. Maybe you just told me about it. Anyway, it was funny. It is perfectly fit for Guy Fawkes. Mr. Wilson. And Guy, if you see this, I mean that sincerely. I'm not meaning that with any malintent. I mean that sincerely. From the heart. It really fits. Very, very great. Yeah, I know you usually, like you said, that. Oh, Deranged. That's the one that said hi to me over there. Deranged Lunatic. He called me out and said hey. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update, just give you guys a little report, let you know how amazing and wonderful it was, what to expect from the talks, how much I just sincerely appreciated everyone that made this a success, everyone that helped share this on YouTube, they shared this on Twitter, that helped us advertise all the way up to the moment of the event. I just can't thank you guys enough. Everyone that was there with us in spirit, yeah. Everyone that was thinking about us, sending your love, sending your energy, trust me, we felt it. We really did, and I assure you, we magnified it. That was just, again, you guys will get to see a good portion of the wondrous event, but there's just so much behind the scenes, so much that I just can't even begin to explain. One night I hung out with Suso and Guy Fawkes and Scarab and just kind of hung out and talked to them all around a table and oh man. One thing HBO did tell me, they said, the camera guy said, you're surprising. You're really comfortable in front of cameras. You have no problem with cameras, even at the conference as the host. Just, you have no problem being in front of a camera at all. Like, he was really amazed by that. I said, yeah, you're right. I have no problem at all. So if you ever need a host, let me know. I'll gladly host any kind of show you want. I'll gladly be the host. Just go ahead and let me know if you need one. I have no problem with cameras. I can do all that. Of course, I doubt that will happen. I don't look forward to me getting into Hollywood. Let's be honest, but thought that was funny just the same. So I hope everyone is looking forward to next year's event. If you would like to donate to next year's event, we're always accepting donations at PayPal. Do you have a handy little audio recorder? If you keep it with you and just record anytime you think of something. You know, I've thought about that a couple times, but I get so mad at the recorder that I just set it down and walk away. I'll be honest, I'm pretty good at keeping a lot of the thoughts, but when you have 3 days of stuff like that, it was such a surreal moment. The whole thing, like, I'm still waiting to wake up. I really am. Just knowing all of it really did happen. There's so much more to come, guys. What we did this weekend, I have a feeling, has sent ripples throughout this community and the world for decades to come. We have definitely left our mark from this community now on this world. This conference was absolutely gargantuan. It exploded so much more than I ever thought it would. I mean, it just, at some point in the planning phase, it went from this little good idea and exploded into this massive, professional, amazing production that was so much more than any one person could have ever done. We manifested so much as a community, as a group, as individuals, so much excitement, so much fun, so much tangibility, and so much more to come. There are people now that, and the panels. Oh, the panels were great. I didn't even start talking about those. The questions we got from the community, the panel discussions we had. Oh, man. And I was able to join the panel on 1.5 nights. For a little while, I let just the speakers have it. But they begged me to come up there, so... Okay, maybe they didn't beg me, but they told me I should have to begin with. But seriously, the panels were great. Just hearing everybody's take on so many questions. Oh, man. It was really... And we played off each other and would bounce off each other. And if you ever watch like a physics panel or any of those conferences, it was a lot like that. It was like you would see at any other conference of a serious nature, like a physics conference or a education conference or a UFO conference. I mean, I think we outdid some of the best UFO conferences. I'm a little biased, don't get me wrong, but I honestly think we outdid some of the best UFO conferences. Eva told me we've outdone the remote viewing conference, any of them she's ever been to. She straight up told me that. We absolutely outdid anything they've done. Buster! Hey, bud, I did speak about you. I mentioned our amazing researcher in our hashtag Merc group, and SMQ, and Chick, and yeah, I mentioned you guys. So, keep up the wonderful work over there, guys. My best researcher, or our best researcher, over at the hashtag Merc Mandela Effect Research Team, Buster 1978. If ever there was a researcher that takes the time to dig deep, that man, I don't know how you don't fall asleep reading the documents he reads. My goodness, he digs deep. Great job, bud. Keep up the great work. You found a lot of stuff for us so far. So, what do you need to know? I can no longer get playlists played on YouTube. That's a really good question. Aside from the fact that YouTube hates, their clientele, don't really know. I don't know if anybody's seen that latest news that come out about YouTube. They say that their job is not to host our videos, which really kind of blows my mind because I thought that's what their business model was hosting our videos. I don't understand their policy changes now. They make no sense. I mean, absolutely none. How do you build your business model one way, then swear that's not the way your business model operates? That just makes no sense to me. Absolutely no sense at all. But anyway, like I said, I just wanted to come on here, let you guys know how good it was, how much fun we had. Let you know that there will be information or more videos coming out from the conference. All the professional edited ones will be coming out. Again, I'm going to say 2 months. We're working on a shorter date than that. We're working on a lot closer date than that. But I'm not gonna like put that kind of limit on it. So I'd say about 2 months at least. Expect to start seeing them pop out. All the talks, the panels. I'm not decided yet what I'm gonna do with the panels. I'm thinking about putting them behind the paywall. We'll see. Only to gain money for next year's event. I'm not profiting at all. I assure you, if I was trying to profit off of this, and I want to put this on video too, if I was trying to profit off of this, I failed horribly. I'm not going to put numbers in there. Those who were discussing that with me know the numbers. But let's just say if it was for profit, then that was the worst thing I've ever tried to do for profit, because that's the worst fail I've ever made if that's the case. Just to be clear. I'm sure somebody later in the future is going to try to turn that on me. So, anyway. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everyone who made this a smashing success. Thank you, everybody who helped advertise this. Thank you, everybody, for being here in this chat this evening. All of my volunteers from the event, all the speakers, all the guests, everybody who is any kind of involved in this, my sincere thanks to you. Excuse me just one moment, guys. I got to take care of something. And yeah, that should do it. So, sorry about that, guys. Appreciate it, Rash. Good job. Oh, no worries. I didn't even know you were there. But I appreciate you. I knew Patrick was there, but I didn't know you were in there. It's good to see you. Thank you, Lee. I very much appreciate that, and I'm really excited for you guys to see everything. What I'm excited about is that we got to share it, that we were able to get it recorded and share it to you guys as the community, so you guys get to hear all the important information that was shared to everybody. That's what really, really means a lot to me, because I wasn't sure how I was going to handle that. Again, the panels, I'm going back and forth on how I'm going to do that. If you guys would like to donate to next year's event, the PayPal link is always active. You're more than welcome to donate. If we could maybe build up donations that way, I would be more than willing to let some more of the stuff go away from paywalls. And again, I'm not doing anything for profit. I want to be clear. I just want to get more money for next year's event to be able to do just as amazing time as we had this year. The most amazing info came through before and after, and oh yeah, in between the talks and the personal experiences will never be able to be replicated. That's just something you get from going to a conference like that, which I hope you guys are able to go to next year. And we are working on doing East Coast conferences and all other places. We've got people working behind the scenes in a couple different places. I have been working with some people. I can't, again, put anything forward yet until I have more details. But we may be having an East Coast conference within the next half a year or so, perhaps. We'll see. Can't promise anything. More details to come if they pan out. But I have more people now that I've networked with, that we will be able to work more conferences and more events and just so much more that we can do as a group and as a community. So we are definitely working for you guys, working to help you guys bring this more and more to the forefront, working to help bring everybody together. Everything we're doing is for the community, and I really, really, really hope that everybody has a chance at some point or another to go to at least some kind of event. Yeah, it would, Sherry. There's some more ideas I'm working on if I can line up certain events. Again, I'm not going to speak on those right now. It's ideas I've got in my head. We'll see how those play out. I don't want to put them out there just yet. But if it works out just right, we may be able to have a full country or fully international conference. But again, these are big ideas that I haven't got all the things worked out yet. I got to manifest a little bit more. So, but we are working, guys, for the community to try to make sure we're having conferences all over the place. And the more people I can get together and the more people I can get on board with this, the better off we're going to be. If anybody's interested in hosting a conference in your area and would like to talk to me about it, I'm completely open. I am absolutely open to letting you know exactly what happened, how much it cost, the steps I had to go through to set everything up. Basically, we've laid the groundwork for anybody who wants to pick it up and do it where you're at. We've absolutely laid the groundwork for this. If you're really interested in hosting one, please get a hold of me. I will gladly take the time to talk to you and help you in any way that I can. It would be an absolute honor and pleasure on my part to do so. So I'm going to cut it there. We're at 42 minutes. I'm out of drink. My throat's getting dry. My mouth's getting dry. I've said pretty much everything I can pretty much think of right now. Like I said, there's so much more. I'm going to think of 900 more things the moment I get off here. So I'll probably make more videos later. I don't know. Depends on how much I remember. But it was just so amazing to sit and talk face to face with so many of our community, to have that experience, to know what that's like, to know that we're going to be able to try to share that experience again across the country. I cannot wait to see what this blossoms into for you guys and for myself, for everybody in this community. Thank you so much for everything, to everybody. And this has been Dark Wolf's Den. Yes, can I post my email in the chat? I absolutely can. Thank you rationally for asking. I will gladly do that. darkwolfsdenyt@gmail.com. That is darkwolfsdenyt@gmail.com. Please get a hold of me if you're interested in hosting one in your area. Again, we pretty much laid the groundwork. I can walk you through the basics and kind of get you there. Walter Bosley. No, I haven't, but I'll have to check him out. Walter Bosley. Let me write that down. Someone else I really want to get a hold of if I ever get the chance is Richard Allen Miller, Dr. Ram. He's spoken a little bit about the effect. He's looked into it. I'd really love to talk to Dr. Ram. Oh yeah, like you say, Kat, I haven't even begun to touch the tip of the iceberg as far as memories. Let me write this down real quick. Walter Bosley. Alright, got that written down. I will definitely check that out. If you don't, I'm catching a piece of a conversation here. Back up, Jerry. Yeah, and I might as well start introducing myself now as Jerry on the channel. I mean, I've already put myself out there. It's been recorded now. It will be all over YouTube in the world. So I'm going to start introducing myself as Jerry of Dark Wolf's Den. Why not? Maybe Dark Wolf. Yeah, Dark Wolf will make an appearance every now and again. I can guarantee you that. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jerry from Dark Wolf's Den. On behalf of myself and everybody involved, thank you so sincerely from the bottom of my heart. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, remember always, stay awake,